did like that sort of thing. There were definitely some buns there, but it didn't do much for me.
I'm sorry, but that was creepy. Okay, and then he wanted to say goodbye after I shut the door on his face and threw him over to Tomas, the engineer. Said, "Here, talk to him." I was like, "Does he want an internship or a job or something?"
I think he had something he wanted. I think he wanted to advertise skateboards on your show.
Well, I do want Sector 9. No, because I want Sector 9. They're my friends. Sector 9 skateboards on the show. I don't want some...
See, he knows that you know that.
Well, perhaps that's what it is, but that was creepy.
There's a huge skateboard that he had. I never saw one that big.
No, that was creepy. That was just weird.
Mercury
But
retrograde.
the thing is they are doing it even when it's not a Mercury out there. They're putting notes on my car, and they're following me
They know where you are.
And it's not the ones I want to marry.
It's because men do not know what to do. That's why you've decided to do the show.
You know what? Thank you. I should have put him on the air, but I was afraid if he was in the studio with me by myself, I would have ended up with no clothes on. I mean, not because of me. I'm just saying.
He was worried about that, too. Well, I don't think he was worried about it.
Look, I even took a little video of the guy with Tomas. I threw him over there.
You're going to post it on your website?
Oh, you know what?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
He won't know, but you know what? He did notice that I was shooting him because he started turning. You can actually see him in the video turning. You know?
See?
Yeah. So
fame and fortune, that's the whole deal.
Well, I don't know if it's that or it's just that he chased a booty. I mean, he doesn't know who I am. Don't you want to know me and my personality?
I think he knows who you are.
You know, with Mercury retrograding, everything is going the weird way. I mean, like a really weird way. This little old lady in a big truck tried to drag race me here on the freeway. Like,
wait a minute, a little old lady in a big truck?
Yeah, I was like, who is that? And then this little head pops up with little curly hair, and I was like, oh, Grandma. And she's like, let's go. And I was like, oh, my goodness.
Wow.
She probably smokes cigars and drinks the whiskey.
Well, Obama's been in town, too, so that's kind of made things strange as well.
Oh, goodness. Don't get me started on Obama.
All the traffic has really been wiped out because Obama has been in Southern California.
Oh, you know what? That's right. He has. He needs to go to the doctor so he can use the California coverage care. Coverage Cal. I'm sorry. I had to say that, okay? You want to get me talking about politics? I'll just go right ahead.
There you go. I like that.
5 hours on the phone last week for one simple question with an insurance agency about health insurance. And do they have a policy that is separate from Coverage California? And do you know that they talked in circles? And I said, what are the benefits? They couldn't answer me.
And you were on the line how long?
I said, this stinks. Let's go back to the old way it is because we don't need to do this system. What's going on? She was like... And she wouldn't say anything, and I was like, oh, okay, you just answered my question.
There you go.
Basically by not saying anything.
We're in trouble in this country, I'm telling you. Trouble.
On the show today, we're going to have Matthew Hussey. I actually recorded him last week. He talks about condoms. Okay? Condoms.
He talks about condoms?
No, Trojan Condoms and him teamed up, and I should be on that campaign, too, because I'm all about the, protection. But I got a call today, Mercury retrograde, and it says, it's allaboutthebaby.com. And we hear you're having a baby. Are you pregnant or did you just have a baby? And I said, well, yeah, sure, why not? So, if you don't want to have a baby or have another one, then, Matthew's going to come on and talk about condoms with Trojan. And he was just on Kathy Lee and Huda this morning.
I can't wait.
Yeah, also the show is sponsored by Nuvia Cafe, Nuvia
delicious.
Trim,
Yummy.
and www.socaloralsurgery.com. Dr. Craig Heidi. Hi, I'm Heidi Selexa. We'll be back with Out of the Friend Zone.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Isn't it time to be good to yourself? Look at all you've put on hold because your plate was full when you could be enjoying a delicious plate full of Columbo's delicious family Italian specialties. Succulent steaks, the freshest seafood, jazz every night, really friendly service, all at a price that doesn't break the bank. What are you waiting for? It really is time to be good to yourself and the family. Columbo's is where the fun begins and the tummy treats abound. It's all home to the world's greatest meatballs, and that's why when you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Manja.
Where's my cell phone? I got to look at that video again of the hot guy that followed me in here. Wouldn't want to date him, though. And if you do date somebody like that, wear a condom. Maybe 2. Or maybe you should wear 3 and him 2. Never mind. Anyway, we have Matthew Hussey on the show. He's going to talk about right now Trojan condoms, the purpose of everything in relationships with men and women. He is Kathy Lee and Huda's resident love advisor. Hello, Matthew.
Yes, hi, Heidi.
Well, hi, Matthew. How are you?
Good, lovely. How you doing?
I'm very lovely.
You're like Heidi.
I know.
I can't hear you, Heidi.
I want to talk like you. That's not going to happen, though, okay? So my show is called Out of the Friend Zone, just so you know real quick. And it is a show, I didn't even know you existed until, I saw you on Ready for Love.
That's preposterous.
No, well, I mean, you weren't, well, now I have you all over my phone. No, I mean, not that way. No, my thing, how I came to with this show is that I just get really irritated with the way men think and the way men behave and how they treat women now. So I have a show that really helps men understand what goes on in a woman's mind. And
fair enough.
Even though I'm a girly girl, feminine woman, I definitely can think like a guy. Sometimes, like I'm the one that, is always like, I wonder if I could find someone better over there, just, I don't know. Maybe I've been in the business world for a long time and I'm naturally a free spirit. But I have to say, I think you're fantastic. I was thinking on the way in, I know he's not God, but you're like a prophet, Matthew.
That's very kind of you.
Where have you been all these years? I mean, when psychology started, usually it was, women psychologists and the men's psychologist, but they didn't talk very much, the men. But now we have somebody like you that can help with both men and women, because I know you started coaching men, right?
Yeah, that's right. I always like to say things as they are and not try and sugarcoat them or dress them up in self-help platitudes.
Yeah.
I like to say things as they are and give people real strategies instead of mindless aphorisms, which I think is what most people do. They're used to hearing advice like be yourself and it'll all work out in the end, and when you're ready, you'll know. And, I don't think these types of things actually help people to progress in their love lives because they don't give them clear strategies.
When I was coming in, I thought, I wonder if he has a viewpoint on, they always say, oh, when you meet the right one, you'll know. Or your soulmate's out there. There's somebody out there for you. But then I think if people are actually trained to think like that, the stakes aren't high enough for them to behave right or to treat someone, correct. They can get lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I am a believer that there are certain moments in your life where you do feel absolute certainty about how right something is. I think that happens to people a lot. It doesn't happen to everybody. But I also believe that just because you think someone is the person you want to spend your life with, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, and it doesn't mean that it's going to work if you don't figure out how to be the best version of yourself.
Right, you could lose the right one.
Figure out how to be incredible. I'm not a believer in the idea of the one. I think it's a nonsense concept. I think there are many people that could be the one for us, and the person that is the one is by definition the person that we end up spending our life with, not someone who's preordained for us.
Oh, you mean what they said in church was wrong? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't take me down that road.
You mean what our mama said was wrong? No, I'm kidding. Well, my mom was my junior high sex ed teacher, so
well,
I learned really young, like how, and also I have two brothers, how people behave and how guys think. But even with them, like, this is something I say, always be clean, the ABCs. Sometimes men don't get the certain tiny things, or those are actually big things, but to them it's not a big deal, that show disrespect or respect to a woman. You don't show up with bad breath or not being clean. You don't show up dressed inappropriately for an event. You don't constantly look at your phone when you're with another woman. You don't talk about her friends like you might be interested in them. There are certain things that men do that are just asinine.
And to the point of what I've been talking about all morning, you don't show up to the bedroom forgetting a condom and looking to pressure someone into a situation that they wouldn't normally agree to.
Or any kind of pressure. Like with
Absolutely.
that. That's a huge thing with women, and I'm not sure guys fully understand that. And I wonder if it's because they're thinking the way that they think might work with us, with women.
Well, I think it's a combination. I think guys are very confused. On one hand, they're, very often they're thinking with the wrong parts of their body, and they're not competent either. They don't know what they're doing. But it's also copying the wrong things. They look at these overly mutated versions of an alpha male, and they start copying disrespectful behavior, thinking that that's what works. Unfortunately, I should add, there are too many women that reinforce the idea that that works because they accept that kind of treatment. It's interesting. I recently, myself and Trojan were able to conduct a study on sexual health, which goes to this point.
I'm looking at it right now, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the things that this showed was that in new couples, 50% of them had stopped using condoms in month 1.
Oh, boy.
And 62% had stopped using them in month 2. Now, that alone is pretty scary, but here's where it gets even worse.
Okay.
Of those, 40% said they never even had a conversation about it before they got rid of condoms in the bedroom.
Oh.
And 60% said they'd never been tested. They didn't have a clean bill of health. So
that's awful.
As soon as I read this, I said to myself, you know what? This, more than anything, isn't, we can blame it on education, but what this is about more than anything is standards. It's about people not having the right standards for themselves. And people have it in every part of a relationship. I always say, if you're the type of person that can be persuaded to move more quickly than you'd want, if you're the type of person that can be persuaded to go somewhere you don't want to go, do something you don't want to do, you're also the type of person that when it comes to the bedroom is going to be persuaded to do things that you're not comfortable with. And this, to me, it's so obvious that people haven't decided what their standard is in the bedroom, and even if they haven't got the confidence to actually express the standard that they have, and that's why people are stopping the use of condoms far too early in their relationship.
Well, my mother always, that was her thing. You always use a condom. She taught taught the sex ed class, but let me ask you a question. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because these people are now following, like what you said, they're seeing the ultimate alpha male, like a buddy of theirs who always gets the girls, the cocky guy who obviously isn't really happy with himself, and they're not actually in touch with what they want, what their standards are, because they're looking outside of themselves, and with that image thing, it's all the cool thing, the popular thing. And that... Yeah,
I think so. I think a lot of us guys are lost and they're trying to find their way, trying to find what is an attractive male. What does it mean to be attractive?
Right.
And they are copying all of the wrong things. And again, this does obviously translate into the bedroom every time, because when a guy gets into a position with a woman where he's about to have sex, he's either not thinking about it because he's too in the moment, thinking, God, I'm so excited about this, and I'm about to get laid, and I want this to happen, or he's not respecting her views enough, or let's face it, he's being an idiot.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Minetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanicin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanicin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
This is Primetime Focus. I'm Aileen Ellis. In the U.S., credit card fraud is a huge problem. AARP financial educator John Dauphiné.
More than 2 people in every 5 experience some kind of credit card fraud within the last 5 years.
The chip and PIN credit card system used by other developed countries is a lot more secure. But making these cards is expensive, so now the government is giving companies a push.
And one of the ways they're getting retailers to adopt this is they are putting the burden on the retailer. If a retailer doesn't adopt the new chip and pin technology, by 2015, they will start becoming responsible for fraudulent transactions made in their stores. Right now, responsibility is with the credit card company.
So far, a few companies have made the switch.
In fact, American Express and Citibank have already been sending out these cards to their customers.
That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP. Hear all our programs on the web at aarp.org/radio.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Well, welcome back to Out of the Friend Zone. I'm Heidi Selexa. Matthew Hussey is here, but first, I just looked up some quick points here. 50% of young Americans agreed that they never want to use a condom, regardless. 25% that they seriously forget to wear one during a one-night stand. But who's the one to decide, Matthew? Is it
But this goes both ways, and I know that in relationships early on, I've seen it many times and experienced it myself, where the woman will actually be the one to try to eliminate the condoms quicker than the guy.
You know what?
She'll be the one who.
Yeah, that's
she'll
her.
say, I'm on birth control. We don't need to use them. And as soon as the guy says, "Well, I still want to use them," usually it comes up, "Well, so you don't trust me then?" And then it becomes this whole issue of trust.
Or it's an issue with why do you need to use a condom? Are you sleeping with other people? But it's important to say just because either the guy or girl has condoms with them does not mean they're necessarily sleeping with more than one person. It means they're being safe.
It means they're smart.
They're
and that's
smart.
the thing that we have to start ingraining in both men and women is women, you're not, it doesn't mean that you're easy because you carry condoms. It means you're smart. And men, you need to grow up and understand that, because guess what's far less sexy is a woman who can be persuaded that easily to let you have sex with her without the use of a condom. Because what does that say about her past and what she's been doing and how safe you are with that person?
Exactly.
I would be saying, if I was a woman, I would be saying to men, listen, the point where they're frustrated or they're like, oh, you carry condoms or whatever, I'd say, listen, would you rather that I was the type of person that went home with someone and didn't use a condom? Would that make you more attracted to me right now?
It would make ugly. It would be very unattractive.
Yeah, 100%. But guys need to have it reframed a little bit so that they see it for what it really is.
Yeah, I got choked up right there because I was like, wait a minute, people aren't looking at it in the right way. They're taking it personally. It's not personal. You should respect somebody who is respecting themselves and respecting you.
Absolutely. Every single time. And I want to, one big message I have for women is what a guy asks for or tells you he wants in the moment is not always what builds the most attraction.
Yeah, explain that. Explain this, because I want to do the reverse with the with what goes on in our mind. But tell me that point. Tell me that point.
Let's say a guy goes home with a woman,
okay,
and he hasn't got a condom or he doesn't want to use one, and he's trying to persuade her to have sex with him without one. She eventually relents and says, "Okay, fine." The next day, she's thinking, at least I pleased him. At least I gave him what he wanted. Meanwhile, he's having a conversation with his friends where they're saying, "Do you think you're going to date this woman?" And he says, "Hell no." She let me have sex with her without a condom. She barely even knows me. You think I'd date a woman like that?
Well, then why would he have... we're thinking, why would he have sex with her? We're thinking, why would he do that?
Because what men want in the moment is not the same as what will actually build attraction and a long-term relationship with that man. So I might say to you, come home with me right now, have sex with me right now, let's do this, because it's what I want in the moment. It doesn't mean that's what's going to make me go on a date with you again next week. And the sooner women realize that, the sooner they will get real attraction from men instead of just pleasing them in the short term.
It is great to have somebody like you out there, because there's not enough people that are saying, hey, this is what you need to do, or what you can do, and this is the right and wrong way, because a lot of people don't necessarily, they know the difference between right and wrong, but they don't follow it.
Yes, absolutely true. And the campaign that I've been doing with Trojan to help promote, extended use of condoms and people not throwing them out so early in their relationships is something I feel very, very passionate about in helping people to communicate their standards. And by the way, if people want to find out more about this, they can go to trojan.com, trojan.it'sYourSexLife.com. So that's trojan.it'sYourSexLife.com. They can go there and find out all about the campaign that we're doing and help us spread the message.
Yes, and if women want to keep the guy, they can go to that website also, or another website.
If they want to find that or anything that I've created, they can go to howtogettheguy.com.
Okay, howtogettheguy.com. Thank you so much, Matthew Hussey.
I really appreciate you having me. I look forward to speaking soon.
I love your last name too, Hussey.
I know, how apt.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
All right, take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Look how hot he is. Woo. Would you use a condom with him? Yes, with everybody, even him. Hello. And then you give yourself the stress all this the next day and for the next month. Are you pregnant? Did this happen? Did he cheat on you? Da-da-da-da-da. Stop. Just wear a condom. And if he doesn't want to wear one, say, okay. No glove, no love. I don't even like that statement anymore because it's so cheesy. But not wearing a condom can make you cheesy. So wear a condom, okay? I'm just saying, where are the condoms? Thank you, Trojan and Matthew Hussey. I'm Heidi Selexa. You are listening to Out of the Friend Zone, sponsored by Nuvia Cafe, NuviaCafe.com and SoCalOralSurgery.com. Up next, things that you should not do during the Mercury retrograde. I know it stinks, but it happens, and it's life. And a guru to tell you why. Okay?
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
There's no better way to say I love you. I'm thankful you're in my life. I'm glad to be with you. I'm thinking about you, or I miss you. Done with a spectacular flower arrangement from ProFlowers.com. A gorgeous fresh flower arrangement is a must to dress up every birthday, holiday, or anniversary. As a special treat for you, your beautiful flowers start at an amazing low price of $19.99. And ProFlowers.com will include a free vase with floral orders. Imagine a beautiful bouquet of 100 blooms for only $19.99 with a free vase included. Every festive bouquet is guaranteed to last at least 7 days. Tell your loved ones you're thinking of them with flowers. Go to proflowers.com/radio and enter your code to receive the special offer. Enter code DAISY. That's proflowers.com/radio, code DAISY. Send a bouquet they'll never forget from proflowers.com/radio, code DAISY.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom. the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names.
Really? Yeah.
They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Homeowners, there's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home and loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Call now. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
The Doug Stephan Good Day program, early morning radio, and I guess it is radio, although it's radio on TV because this is CRN Digital Talk. You can find out what's going on in the world. We talk about the issues of the day, the events of the day, the people that people are talking about. We have an interesting way of looking at the news and having a little fun with the issues. So if you want to have some fun, learn a few things, and get up on the right side of the world, Doug Stephan's Good Day program, weekday mornings, 2 to 7 a.m. on CRN Digital Talk.
And now, inside Heidi's head.
He would be really cute if he had braces. Do you not know that your breath stinks? There's a reason why they sell breath mints at Starbucks. I know garlic is good for you, but you probably shouldn't eat it before a date. That's why I brought in Dr. Craig Thiede for SoCal Oral Surgery to talk about breath, okay? Because guys don't get the bad breath thing. They just don't know it. And coffee can give you bad breath, but not this coffee. Nuvia Cafe, because it's organic, okay? So I'm just saying, you gotta prepare. We did a formula last week where we actually mixed this mouthwash, this homemade mouthwash. It's like 20 pounds. I know it's gonna sound really yuck, but it's not. It's actually kind of good. 20 parts of Clorox bleach So you do 20, like say you do 20 ounces of water, it's 1 ounce of Clorox bleach. Is that 20 ounces for 1 ounce? Whatever. And then a little bit of non-alcoholic mouthwash. And you just keep it in your mouth for about 60 seconds, 30 seconds. And that's it. 8 hours, no matter what you eat, you will have fantastic breath, okay? So those are ways to keep care of your breath. Things you don't do during the Mercury retrograde, because that is what's going on right now. And it's absolutely crazy and insane out there with the drivers and then the men following women around and being absolutely more aggressive than normal. And the top astrologer in the world said right now, do not buy an iPhone. You can't buy an iPhone right now. So even if your iPhone is broke, don't buy it between the dates of October 4th and the 25th. Because there will be misunderstandings with the phone company you buy it from, with the manufacturer. You might be given the phone that happens to be broke or has somebody else's videos on it. Whoops, did you see those? Be careful with that, by the way, because the iCloud, don't back that up there. Back it back there. Did I just say that? Anyway, so Susan Miller says, do not buy an iPhone 6. Technology is not the thing to be playing with right now. The computer is slow right here, and it's a brand new computer. I'll tell you why. It's because of Mercury. Have you ever thought of like riding on Mercury and going with the flow? Just go with the retrograde. Whatever it does, just spin right around backwards with it. What would that feel like? I mean, you would be dizzy, lost, confused, and angry, but at least you wouldn't be fighting what Mercury's doing. And Mercury is a lot more powerful. I don't know if Mercury's male or female, feminine or masculine. Tomas, do you know, is Mercury feminine or masculine? Because each planet, I believe, has a feminine or masculine presence.
I think some say that Mercury is male and some say female.
So what are we, like an aphrodisiac? An Aphrodite? That would be really fun. Could you imagine having a little bit of each? Never mind, Heidi. That's enough. But really, that's what's going on out there. So if you're having like a weird time. Also in relationships, this is the time that you're going to fight. You're going to break up. You're going to think he's cheating on you. You're going to think that she hates you, that she's dating your best friend. And she could very well be. That he actually wore a condom when he didn't. So you might want to double check down there. Thank you to Trojan Condoms. I'm just saying, don't be trusting people right now. This drives people crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's like everything is just backwards. So, the cute skateboarder that followed me in off the street in here, that was so weird. I don't know how he got in here because it's just weird. He was in here before I did. I don't know. He saw me run to the store. That I can't figure that one out. He's like a vampire. Like he just poof, he was here. He's like, hello. I'm like, sweetie, you have a skateboard and you're wearing a cutoff shirt. I'm not going to marry you. Anyway, so don't check anybody's Facebook if you are dating them right now because you're going to totally take things the wrong way. Probably not a good time to tweet because you could be tweeting the wrong thing. Just watch it. Just be really careful with what you do right now. Also, don't be getting married. Hi, we're so happy we're getting married. Oh my God, are you coming? No, because the Mercury's retrograding. What? Oh, I don't believe that stuff. No, my Johnny loves me. We're going to have a great marriage and a fantastic wedding, and I am the perfect woman for him. And then the next thing you know, he is in the back with the bridesmaid. Not that I ever saw that happen. It sounds like I saw that happen. I did not see that happen. But this is wacky out there. I'm angry. I don't know why I'm angry. Oh, you know what? I think I'm a little more calmer than this morning because of this wine. I mean, it's really good wine. Mike Corn said, oh, you got to have some wine when I walked in. He saw me stressing out over some guy. Can I read you these text messages off my phone, too? This happened on Saturday the 4th. This is really bizarre, and I hope that the person doesn't actually watch right now because that would be kind of scary. This business person, this is good, ladies, for you to hear this. I always thought he just, thought I was neat and talented and all this stuff, but then apparently he wanted to do more. Now, I don't know why he would think I would be interested because I've never given him that impression. And I don't know if he just felt like he could be aggressive if he's going through a divorce or a separation. But he, at this event we went to, every time the guy that I brought, like a bodyguard, the guy would turn around, he would look at me and be like, oh, you're so good. Look at you. You're so hot. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then I would giggle and walk away with my cocktail. And I stopped drinking the cocktail because I thought, well, I don't want this guy to even think that if I'm drinking too much that I'm interested in him because you never know what men think. So I thought I'm keeping it under control. Total self-control here because I'm not interested. But he's a super cute and good guy. It's just I never looked at him that way. It's business, right? So then, as he proceeded to hang around all night, and it was great because he totally, was super cool, but I knew that he was interested and I wasn't. Then he asked me to come back the next day without my bodyguard. And, so I went, oh, I'll let you know in the morning. And I knew I wasn't gonna, but I thought I'm not in a position right now to say to his face this. So, I'll just go ahead and text him later and say that I have the flu, which I actually wasn't feeling well. And I did have the flu for a minute. So then I said that, and then then he kept texting me all day long, and then he said for Sunday, I said, well, maybe we can, meet for an hour and take some photos with, with some people. And then he said, okay, well, we'll figure that out. And then he's like, okay, bring your bikini because we're going to hang out at the pool and in my hotel room. I'm like, what? Like, are you serious? And then he goes, and bring a toothbrush because it's, we should share a pillow. I was like, oh my gosh, are like, hello. And now I have to understand that I can't be upset with it. It's flattering. He's super cute. If it were a different situation, perhaps, maybe I would be interested. But, not there. So, then he texted me the next day and I said, oh, you know what? Can't come. Got to do work. And then he said, okay, so this went on 3 days and I kept saying no. And he's only in town for, 3 days. So then he, actually texted that night. So, I'm actually really bummed out because I said this is only business, so we have to keep it that way, and I need you to respect that. And he said, oh, sure, super cool. You've always been my fantasy girl, so we'll just have to keep it that way. Then he texted me that night after he had some suki or sake, whatever you drink at the Japanese restaurant, and said, I'm really bummed out. I really wish we had spent more time together. And he started doing all that googie talk on text. I mean, even on text, you could just read right through that. Imagine if he were on the phone, I'd be like, stop drooling. You sound like a baby. Pull your pants up and stand up straight and accept no. Because a real man would accept no. But I'm flattered. I just think it's Mercury retrograde. But no means no. And I don't know if I'm saying yes when I'm saying no. Like, am I speaking Chinese when I actually learn, English? Is the text messaging preventing us from doing effective communication? All this next, right here on Out of the Friend Zone. I'm Heidi Selexa.
Are you married? Do you and your husband both have term life insurance? If you both don't, you should. You have a lot to protect. Call now, get a free quote for your husband, and while you're at it, get a quote for yourself too. Because you both need term life insurance. Call now. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. Rates are at all-time lows. We'll shop over 30 top-rated companies to get you the best possible rates. Term life insurance. It's the perfect way to protect the quality of your family's lifestyle. You and your husband both need term life insurance, so call now for a free quote for the both of you. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Heidi. My birthday's in a few days and it's Mercury retrograde. Why the heck would Mercury be retrograding on my birthday? Why is it always me that has something bad happen on my birthday? Why can't Mercury just cooperate with me and give me what I want? It's not about me. It's seriously not about me. I actually watched this really fantastic thing because I was like, there's a lot of guys around, but it's nobody I want to marry. And, do you wonder that? Are you picky? Maybe you're just too good for her, or, you're having your me time to get it together so you'll be ready for the right one. Woo! First of all, always be clean with no stinky breath and take a shower and wear deodorant. New York cab drivers, just a little tip for you. Just saying, that'll get you a girl, possibly. But it may just be the wrong time. But we all take it personal when things don't go our way, right? We do. Sebastian K on YouTube, I found this guru. I'm going to try to play it for you off my Skype here because I was fascinated with him. And actually, he's cute and sexy, too. He's this guru with this long white hair. He looks like a Jesus with white hair. Oh, that's why I'm in love with him. Do you know that I would never be somebody's groupie but Jesus is? I'm telling you, I think he is so fantastic looking. Sorry, Jesus, I shouldn't be drilling over you. I know, it's inappropriate. Just my ovaries and Mercury. It's the Mercury retrograding. I have no idea what it's doing. Anyway, so Sebastian K actually explained it. He said, there's nothing you can do about certain things, but what you can do is understand how the law works. And karma is nothing personal. It's just your energy. You can be the most fantastic person in the world. You know that? The nicest person. You could just, never lie, be authentic, do good deeds, take care of people, let them walk all over you or not get, take things personal. But he said that's not the kind of people we necessarily need. We need sensible people. Have you ever actually sat there and said, am I being sensible? Really? That's frightening because I'm not always sensible. And I know that. And I just blame it on my personality. I'm not bipolar. No, I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I am, though. So, Sebastian K., he's absolutely fantastic. You have to check him out on YouTube. I would play it for you. You know what? Just screw the computers. Okay, Mercury's retrograding. Why are we trying to go against the retrograde, right? If somebody doesn't like you right now, go ahead and say, okay. Walk away or after the 25th, I guarantee something will change. Do you ever know that people that you get along with the best, you get along with the worst during Mercury retrograde? And then I said this to somebody. What if you knew you felt like something before Mercury retrograded? Would that hold true when the retrograde happens and say you decided to take action and it happened to be during the retrograde? She said, oh, that's different because you already made up your mind. You shouldn't make up your mind during the Mercury retrograde. So somebody you would never sleep with or date with or have anything to do with, don't make up your mind during the Mercury retrograde, anything other than what you stuck to, because you're not going to believe it. You're absolutely not going to feel the same way. And you're going to look back and say, God, why did I listen to my instincts, you know? Call me. I have a telephone number. What is my phone number? Sorry, I've had some really good wine, and I'm just so loosey-goosey right now. I'm super relaxed, and I needed that because I almost got ran off the road by a little old lady driving a bigger car. And yes, she did drive faster than me. Oh, 1-800-336-2225 or 1-818. Tomas, stop laughing at me because I started on my 3. 1-818-353-1276. Stop staring at me. That's just weird. Do you know that that's weird when you stare at people like that, Tomas? It's weird when people stare at people. I'm just saying those are behaviors that aren't necessarily, okay? Just saying, not going to get you a girlfriend. Oh, feel free to go to my Facebook, Heidi Selexa Official, or tweet me at Heidi Selexa. CRNtalk.com also. CRNtalk.com is where you can hear and see all the shows here at CRN. So here's the problem. There's an app that came out that's called the fastest growing flirting and friendship app. Do we need any more of these? How many places can you go to meet somebody? And if you're not meeting somebody on one site, do you actually think if you go to another one that's probably the same and just maybe a little more creepier, you're going to meet the right person? Guys, stop. Stop misleading girls and stop going there looking for a great girl because, a great girl, if for some reason you get led there, it's possible. I knew a gal that met her husband on the Jewish site, the Jew dating site, and they're fantastic. They've been married for 15 years now. As a matter of fact, she ended up coming down with breast cancer, which was awful, but he held her hand through it, and they stayed even more in love. Through the whole thing, and then they had 2 beautiful babies. So, it's totally possible. But this app, world's fastest growing flirting and friendship app, reaches 100 million page views per month. That is like more than most dating sites. So let's look at it. What's it called? It's called Meet New People by Moonit Labs. Now, I would like to see if this somehow can detect if people lie, or if maybe there would be a way on this app that when people are actually on their iPhone, I know this is going to sound creepy like the government, you could actually take a snapshot. The phone will take a snapshot when you go to certain apps. So if you post a photo that looks other than you, the app will just say, wrong, don't recognize you, this is what you really look like. Can you imagine? That would be so funny. If you were like naked and the thing took your photo. No, I swear it was just a bad hair day. Just saying. That's not going to get you in a relationship, okay? I'm just saying. It's called Tinder with an Astro twist is how it is being described as. The Meet New People app allows users to connect with others all over the world and break the ice by getting oh my gosh, I don't even want to read this part. It's not bad though. You can actually get birthday alerts. Happy birthday to me. Oh, hi app. It's my birthday. Will you be my best friend? Ooh, let's take a selfie. Not. Stop it. I'm Heidi Selexa, and you are listening to Out of the Friend Zone. We'll be back with just 1 minute. We're going to do some fun stuff here as we wrap up the show. Once again, HeidiSelexa.com or Heidi Selexa Official on Facebook. Feel free to tweet me, too, Heidi Selexa.
Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Let me take just a moment or two, if I may, and talk about a great place to eat. That's right. For you folks anywhere in the eastern San Fernando Valley, drop into Bob's Big Boys. That's right. In Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. Now, everybody remembers the name Bob's. They're getting bigger and bigger every day. And little old Bob carrying the hamburger in his checkered overalls is the same Bob that you remember from back through the years. And, of course, if you want to go in for a great lunch, remember their classic burger, the original double-deck hamburger combination. Delicious 100% pure ground beef in 2 patties with American cheese, lettuce, and our famous Big Boy special sauce. The name is Bob, and I think when you go in, you'll say, by golly, I'm sure glad that I found this restaurant because it's good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They've got all kinds of things, and all you have to do is remember. Bob's Big Boy in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. It's a great place to eat.
Nothing says I love you, I'm thinking about you, or I miss you, like a beautiful bouquet of fresh flowers from ProFlowers.com. Flowers are a festive way to dress up a birthday, holiday, or anniversary. Plus, prices start at $19.99 and include a free vase. Every bouquet is guaranteed to last at least 7 days. To send a thoughtful bouquet, go to ProFlowers.com/radio. And to receive this special offer, enter code DAISY. That's ProFlowers.com/radio, code DAISY.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Name is Heidi Selexa. The world revolves around her smile. She's the satellite diva on the afternoon drive. Your favorite place on the XM dial.
Can I do that again?
Ooh, for every guy that makes her chart. She cuts a notch out on her heart. And when she picks one, she tosses a dart.
Ooh, I hear it.
Over her shoulder. She's got so radio. She's got every station playing from her spine.
Hi, truckers.
She's got so radio. Baby, don't touch that dial.
It's Heidi time.
Don't touch that XM dial. Cutting through all the static.
Jim Peterick. Oh my God, I'm totally his groupie. I said I would only be Jesus' groupie, but Jim Peterick, you know, from the group Survivor. He also wrote 38 special Sammy Hagar songs. He's with Eyes of March. That song, Vehicle. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Don't listen to me sing. I suck. I'm like a singing Sally today. Tomas thinks he's ready to puke back there. Stop getting sick, okay? Producer Maddie's out because he was sick. I gave him an ulcer. But that's too bad. He has to deal with it. Hi, I'm Heidi Selexa. Would you like to keep listening to Out of the Friend Zone? Go away. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, men. Hi, girls. Hi, truckers. Hi, doctors. Hi, ladies. Hi, kids. Hi, creepy skateboarder who followed me in here from the parking lot and thought I would actually go out with him. Not gonna happen. Okay. So Out of the Friend Zone is sponsored by Nuvia Cafe. Can I tell you something real quick? This is all natural. Okay, it's organic. You can carry it in your pocket with you. You can carry it on the airplane because, you know, that coffee stinks on there, okay? This is organic. It's not going to stain your teeth either. So, and then here's Nuvia Trim. Now, can I just tell you something? Look at my arms. Can you see them? Can you see my waist and my body? I drank this for the entire week. I swear, I'm not even kidding you. I've lost 5 pounds. Not even kidding you. And I feel good. I have a tendency to get a little addicted to coffee. So there was one time I actually drank, I don't know which one it was. It was probably like 10 years ago, but I blacked out when I was driving and I had to pull off the road. And I thought it was funny because I thought, well, I can't help it. I love the coffee. I drank like 5 or 6 of these in one day and I didn't even feel the jitters. There is a difference between organic and natural coffee like Nuvia Cafe and Nuvia Trim. Also, guess what's in here? You are not going to believe this. It is all the natural organic stuff that we want, that Dr. Oz talks about. Like, we go to the store and buy it in a pill, you know, like, the green tea pills. Oh, and then you have the cranberry pills, then you have the coffee bean, but it also has the pure raspberry ketones, and they're organic. This stuff burned your booty off, girl. Woo! You go, girl. Shake that booty. Whenever I drink this stuff, I actually feel like going to run like 4 miles, and I do the entire 4 miles without stopping. So I'm so thankful. It's NubiaCafe.com and NubiaTrim.com. Also, SoCal Oral Surgery. I love Dr. Craig Thede saved my life because, I take care of my teeth. There was just another dentist did something and it just kind of messed me up. I felt so comfortable with him. I get so excited when I see him. I open my mouth before I even walk in the office. I am not afraid of him. He is wonderful. You don't have to be afraid of a dentist when you have one like Dr. Craig Thede at SoCal. I mean, I'm just telling you, SoCal Oral Surgery. He does, maxillofacial, so it's from the head up, and he doesn't really do cleanings because he's so talented. But he can actually give you an entire set of new teeth in 24 hours. Hi, who loves you, right? This guy is great. Go to SoCalOralSurgery.com, my personal doctor, Dr. Craig Thede. Look at my smile. Aren't they white? Thank you. And we have a formula for you that we are going to start putting on the website to keep your breath fresh and clean all day long and white. Ooh, hi, smile. Maybe you can get that girl, guys. I'm Heidi Selexa, and you are listening to Out of the Friend Zone. My website is HeidiSelexa.com. We have more YouTube videos coming up. Oh my gosh, you're going to see one after surgery with propofol. It's kind of funny. And the one of my cleaning lady trying to drive my car. That's funny too. HeidiSelexa.com, my YouTube channel, Heidi Selexa, Facebook, Heidi Selexa Official, Twitter. Tweet me at Heidi Selexa, HeidiSelexa. And you're listening to CRN Talk, CRN1, CRN Talk.
Enjoying all your favorite CRN programming is easier than ever. It's right on your TV, through your local cable provider, and on the web at crntalk.com. But when you're on the move, stuck in a plane, train, or in your car, catch up on all the shows you missed, or listen live to your favorites. Download our CRN app from your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Just search for CRN Digital Talk Radio. Or search for your favorite CRN shows on apps like iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, AHA Radio, uTunes, and Nobex. Now you have access to all of our great shows anywhere in the world and the ability to be part of them by calling our toll-free studio line at 800-336-2225. For more information on where and how to listen, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
With SRN News, I'm Dennis Crowley in Washington. According to medical records, Thomas Eric Duncan's temperature jumped to 103 degrees during the hours of his initial visit to an emergency room. Medical records indicate Duncan was eventually sent home. Duncan later died. Josephus Weeks is Duncan's nephew. He says he plans to carefully review his uncle's file to find out what went wrong with this case.
I hope to find the truth, and I know it lies somewhere in these records, and I will do everything I can within my power to find that truth.
Also on SRNnews.com, the State Department has issued a global terrorism alert for Americans traveling overseas. It was prompted by the risk of reprisal attacks from the Islamic State group and its supporters. The department has renewed its global terrorism effort. More than 3 decades after an assassin's bullet nearly ended his life, former White House Press Secretary James Brady was remembered as a champion for gun safety. Vice President Joe Biden joined former press secretaries and veteran journalists at the museum to honor Brady, who died in August at age 73.
He didn't just persevere. He triumphed. And he did it with such dignity and grace and fierce determination. It was, he turned tragedy into action.
Sears says there has been a data breach at its Kmart stores. The company says it has quickly removed the malware, but says the chain believes that certain debit and credit card numbers have been compromised. It says it doesn't know how many cards were affected. There have been several security breaches hitting major businesses, including Target, as well as the Home Depot stores. This is SRN News.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a 1,000,000 bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. Do you have troubled skin? Acne? Well, we have great news. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts from happening. Don't miss this limited time offer. Give us a call at 800-360-9200 because we're going to let 1,000,000 people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts and also receive free shipping when you call right now. You heard it. This offer won't last long. So call Proactive Plus now and you'll receive a 60-day risk-free trial of Proactive Plus, 2 free extras, and free shipping. Call 800-360-9200. This is our exclusive radio offer, never on TV. Get your risk-free 60-day trial of Proactive Plus with free shipping. That's right, free shipping. Don't wait. Call 800-360-9200. That's 800-360-9200.